Man, I want to give a special shout out to our longest running partner, Organifi. Let me be real with you guys. Without their support, we would not have been able to keep bringing this show to you week after week. So a big thank you to Organifi for having our backs all these years. Now, if you've been rocking with us for a while, you already know how much we love their products. Organifi isn't just another supplement brand. These are top-notch organic blends that help you stay on top of your health game. So let's talk about a few of my favorites. First up, the green juice. This is my daily go-to, guys. It's packed with superfoods like ashwagandha and chlorella to help reduce stress and detoxify your body. Plus, it gives me that natural energy boost that I need to power through the day. No caffeine crash, just pure plant power. Then there's the red juice, guys, which is like the natural energy drink without all the junk. It's loaded with antioxidant-rich berries, perfect for keeping your immune system strong and vibrant. And don't get me started on their gold blend. It's like a warm, relaxing hug in a cup. With ingredients like turmeric, reishi mushrooms, and ginger, is perfect for winding down after a long day. But listen, guys, here's the best part. Organifi is hooking you up with a special immune system weekend promo from $11.15 to $11.17. So when you place an order over $75, you'll get a free immunity blend and magnesium. Not just immunity, you get magnesium as well. Perfect for staying healthy as we head into these colder months. This is the kind of deal that you do not want to miss. Head over to Organifi.com/success and use our promo code SUCCESS to get 20% off your entire order. Listen, don't forget, your immune system weekend, spend $75 or more and they'll throw in a free immunity and magnesium absolutely on the house. Again, that's Organifi.com/success. Use the code SUCCESS and stock up on the best superfoods out there. Thank you, Organifi, for keeping us healthy and keeping this show going strong.
Okay, you got two here, two here. He was on that window. On the other, so it was me on the aisle seat, him. And I got his attention, was like, bruh, the light was coming in, blinding me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about blinding, bro. I'm like, yo, and it was just, and it was like, you know, you think it's gonna go away, we turn in a minute. Bro, it was like 5 minutes, bro, and I was just like this the whole time, started getting a headache. Y'all know I got an eye disease. I said, excuse me, can you?
What you do?
I said, I got his attention. I said, excuse me, can you? And I was sure, you know how you try to show me blind? I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Can't see.
Yeah. My man was like, I said, all right, let me fight. Now I got to fight. When we get off the plane, I'm whooping it. But I'm saying,
I got to whoop it.
No, I'm just saying, bro.
Ace of spades.
Is that fair if I, like...
Success Podcast, baby.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success Podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
I got Dr. King in the building.
Man, I'm charged, bro. I'm charged. My leathernecks, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got a motivational speaker in the house.
Let's go.
Let me tell you something. Douglas, how you feeling?
Well, you don't really care because you gotta just start going through the podcast.
Well, once you stop praying for me on the flights, I didn't know where we stood in our relationship. Let me tell you something. I want a special announcement. Congratulate Maul. Maul, college football team, hadn't won a game since he left.
Cap.
I thought you said...
No, it's been 3 years.
I thought you said 30.
I've been gone 30. It's been 3 years, dog. I ain't even been gone for 30 years. I've been gone 25 years.
You said 3. I thought you said 30. That's why... I'm sorry.
Don't do my team.
Okay, 3 years. 3 years.
They struggled.
They hadn't won a game. And Maul said, yo, I cannot come to Toronto with y'all because I got to go speak to the team. I said, Maul, they ain't won in 3 years. You gonna miss Toronto? He said, listen.
Yeah,
man.
because he prayed for them to win before he ever prayed for us to win. Yeah. He prayed for them to win.
So anyway, shout out to the Leathernecks. You know, they just falling on hard times, but they got new coaching
Shout out
staff.
to Coach Joe Davis.
Yeah, they got no. That's what I'm saying.
The
Leathernecks. We the only team in the country. So Coach Ray, Ray Hansen, he was actually a military guy. He fought in World War I or II. And he came back. He was a Marine, and he came back, and he was able to get permission from United States Marine to use the nickname Leathernecks, which that's how they, describe Marines. And so we're the only team in the nation that the military allowed us to use that name. So it's pride to go along with that name, man. And so that was the deal. We got a new coach this year. So we went 3 years.
New coach,
yeah, we went 3 years, man.
Honoring the name.
What's
Man, the military, like, get that back. Look. 3 years. Y'all the rubbernecks now.
Nah, we still got a lot of equity,
Ain't
bro.
nothing leather
We still
about
got a lot of
y'all.
equity from when I played. So we still, they were,
Okay.
But yeah, Coach Davis, Coach
3
Davis
years,
came in, man.
Yeah.
And he did. Coach Davis came in.
Coach Davis.
Yeah, did big things, and he's turning that program
But anyway,
around.
Mar said he was going to speak there, and they hadn't won a game in 3 years. And I said, Mar, now listen, you're part of a team now. We know him for elite, you know what I'm saying, services.
Mastery.
You going to speak to the Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
And he said, yo, this my coach. The coach asked me, he said, they got a new culture they building. I need to go do this.
Oh, that was your coach back then?
No.
No, that's got the new coach.
But Coach Davis took the time to come to Chicago and meet with me.
I got you.
We went out to dinner, bro. And when he first got hired, he was just like, bro, I know you're an alumni. A lot of people say your name. He's like, man, I just want to meet you. And he really cared about bringing alumni back and getting that culture that we used to have. We had a culture.
They said Mar was coming to speak
We had a culture
to the team, and I said, Mar, we ain't winning. I need you to give your all.
Yeah, give it.
Because we can't go there and be on social media talking about I'm at the game and y'all get popped. And shout out to the Leathernecks. They won the game, man. Hit the round of applause for them.
Yeah, but it was so crazy, though.
How much they win by?
Oh, we put up about 40, 43, 45 points.
Okay, good.
But one thing that was crazy was that I noticed the difference. I was talking to the guys in the locker room before the game, and I just seen some of them, they looked like they was getting ready to play a football game. And even before the game, I seen a couple guys. And at first I was going to go in there. I'm like, man, which way should I come? Should I come?
Oh.
Ooh, you make my love.
Wow.
Come down. No, I was like.
No, you ball.
Which way should I come? Just make sure your love come down. Which way? Blake.
Hey, man, we got a young man in this room, man.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But I was just, when I was talking to him, I was just thinking in my head,
See what
should
happened
I
when y'all start me off with the podcast with silliness?
Should I talk to the guys in a way where it's like calm and, or should I go?
Yeah, go hard.
ET.
Yeah.
One pack.
Yeah.
Style. You know what I'm saying? One pack.
One pack.
You got me saying one pack. I mean one pack.
One pack.
Wolf pack. Lot of packs.
Hey, that video blew up.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. To this day.
To this day. Yeah.
And so I was just like, man, I thought about it, E. Like, these are our babies, man. It's been 25 years. These guys in the locker room, they 18, 19, 20. I'm like, bro, these are babies. And I'm like, man, the thing is, the reason why they forgot who they are. This go back to what you called me the other day. And we can get on that because you told me to remind you.
Yeah.
They forgot who they are and what we've done. Yeah. They forgot. And so I was like, man, and I was looking, and I was like, man, and some of my other teammates was there. Shout out to Ed Hartwell, Damon Stewart, Renard Lewis. They showed up. And we was like, man, the reason why they just out here playing football games and not really out here killing people, for one, they forgot who they are. Number two, they're not making this personal. Yeah. It's like when we played ball here, bro, we made it personal. Yeah. We was on some like, yo, I'm trying to make it to the league. Yeah. We trying to get recognized. We want the NFL to come out to our practices because we winning so much. We at Western Illinois. We ain't at Michigan State, Michigan. We got to win in order to bring people here to see us. Like, what's going on in Macomb, Illinois? Why are they winning? They got some ballers out here. So we made it personal. We was trying to make it in life. We was trying to take care of our parents, take care of our family. And these guys here, man, they just didn't seem like they were taking it personal. And so that was my whole speech, bro. I came out there, and, bro, something just got over me, man. And literally, bro, I just started snapping. I mean, I had Little J next to me. Wow. And even when I was done, Little J was like, Dad, I never heard you curse before. I said, I cursed? And I was like, and he said, they needed it, though. And he was like, and it worked. It worked. And so, yeah, my son was
What'd you say to him?
I don't know.
What was the curse word?
I was in the spirit, bro. I don't even remember what I said. I was in a different spirit.
I was about to say, wow.
I was in that spirit when you whooping your child. Didn't I tell you? You don't remember what you said?
Oh, yeah.
But you know it worked.
Yeah.
You know it worked.
So
and the message was
got that ace.
Bro, they got it. And then they came back the next week, and then they got another one.
I be trying to tell you, do you know how hard them speeches would go if he just dropped the mother fudger in there once in a while? Bro.
But I didn't go with no, it was like a nice cuss word, you know.
That's one of the biblical ones.
Yeah.
I
don't know if I read that one. Okay. I'm sure, though, David said it at one point, though. Yeah. David said, you go back to
didn't write it down.
Joseph probably said it when they pushed him in the pit. That's what I said.
Sugar, honey, iced tea.
I was speaking in tongues,
Yeah.
So how did it feel? They won the game.
They won the game, man. It was a great feeling, and I was just like,
Y'all
man.
Celebrated in the locker room.
Celebrated. I was like, man.
Coach.
Yeah, I was an honorary coach at the coin toss.
Wow.
And I was just like, man, y'all take that feeling, man. Don't just take that feeling for today, but take it through life. Yep. I was like, just look, your parents, it was some seniors in there, and this is their first time winning in college. Mm-hmm. Wow. And I was just like, bro, like, this same feeling you got, how you making it personal, how you made it personal today, you got to make it personal in life. People walking through life losing because they not making it personal, man. Like what makes one man win? Just think about it. All of the people out there on the field was all state in high school. You know, they all won championships. They all got scholarships. They all got recruited. What makes these other teams win and y'all losing? Everybody's good. Everybody know how to play football. So what makes one man win and one man lose when we both are equally as talented?
Yep.
It all comes down to the desire. So who wants to win? That go back to almost what we talked about the other day. Who wants to win? Who want to live? Who want to sit on first class? I remember sitting in the concerts. And I remember, man, early on, me and Camille first started going to concerts. We in our early 20s, you know, and we was just happy to go into the building and hear whatever artist singing, to hear them sing. And I remember just sitting back and literally we in row 50. And you got all these other rows of all these other people. And I'm seeing dudes with their woman, they got their arm and they sitting all the way up front. And I remember just sitting behind. And before you could see the artists on stage, you got to see the back of the heads of all these other people. And it's like, what makes them? What are they doing? What makes them deserve to sit up front? And me and my wife got to sit in the back. Something got to click in your head where you just say, you know what? I want to sit up front too, because it's a different view from up front. You can actually see the artist's, facial expressions. In the back, you can only hear the sound. But up front, you can see the facial expressions to go along with the sound. You can see different things. It's a different kind of view. And so that's the mentality where it's just like, yo, you have to fight. You got to want it, and then you got to fight for it, man.
You got to fight for your right.
You got to fight for it. And then in the process of fighting for it, this is what I was telling them, is that literally halftime, we came in the locker room, we was up. We was up by like maybe 2 touchdowns. And I was like, if y'all don't think that they about to try to fight now, because they don't want to be the first team to have, the first team to lose to y'all, to stop y'all streak of 3 years losing. So now they about to come out fighting with a whole nother level.
And did they?
They did. Mm-hmm. They did. They came back, but I was like, this is the time now where you got to take what you've done the first half. Now you got to take that to a whole nother level now. Now you got to fight for the right to keep this lead. And sure enough, dog, it was like tit for tat. They scored, we scored. They scored, we scored. And then because we scored so many in the beginning of the game, we still end up winning by 2 touchdowns.
That's good. That's good.
So
congratulations.
We was on. I lost
proud.
my voice, bruh. I lost my voice. I got video. Even Junior was on the side. And Junior gonna let him have it. Junior was, come on, guys, make it personal. He was high-fiving guys. They coming off. Like literally, they gave us sideline passer. We was on the side. He high-fiving. The offense, defense is in the huddles on the sideline going over. And Junior's over there. He's like, good job. And we was just, they were like, hey, can your son come back to every game? Like literally, he was there.
Oh yeah, you remember that coach that went crazy with that little kid was on the sideline.
That was
coaching. It's like I definitely see Junior doing that.
Junior's gift for speaking was coming out. He motivated. He was right there with me. And even at the end of the game, where the athletic director gave the head coach, I got the video, I'll get to you. Well, he gave the head coach the football because he gave the head coach the football game. It's his first win. And
this episode of the Secret to Success podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp. Let's take a moment to spread some gratitude. This month, I just want to shout out someone who's really been in my corner, whether that's my family, close friends, or even my team who keeps me going. But you know what? There's someone we often forget to thank: ourselves. Yeah, you heard me. In this crazy world where we're juggling a million things, it's easy to forget that we're doing our best just to keep it all together. And that's where something like therapy comes in. Whether you've been through therapy before or you're just thinking about it, it's one of the best ways to invest in yourself. Therapy isn't just for people who've experienced big trauma. It can be so beneficial for learning how to set boundaries, develop positive coping skills, and just getting to know yourself better. It's about becoming the best version of you. So if you're considering therapy, why not give BetterHelp a try? It's entirely online, which means it's designed to fit into your schedule. No need to drive across town or wait weeks for an appointment. You just fill out a quick questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and if you need to switch therapists, no worries, no extra charge. Simple and flexible. Let the gratitude flow with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/success today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/success. Seriously, take that step for yourself. You deserve it. All right, parents, this one is for you. Listen up. If you're anything like me, your kids depend on you for everything. And let's be honest, that's a huge responsibility, right? But here's the thing, I can breathe a little easier knowing that I've got life insurance in place in case the unexpected happens. And that's why I'd like to introduce you to Fabric by Gerber Life so you can have that same peace of mind. I gotta think about my family, y'all, my son Jordan, my daughter Jessie. This one is for them. Knowing that I've taken the steps to protect them means everything to me. Because hey, we can't predict the future, but we can make sure we're prepared for it, and that's where Fabric comes in. So let me tell you, getting set up with Fabric is so simple. No health exams, no hassle, just 10 minutes from the comfort of your couch, and boom, you're covered. And here's the best part. If you're young and healthy, the time to lock in those rates is now. Even if you already have insurance through your employer, it may not be enough, and it won't follow you if you switch jobs. That's why having your own policy is such a game changer. With Fabric by Gerber Life, you can get flexible, high-quality coverage that fits your budget. Imagine this, up to $1 million in coverage for less than $1 a day. And that's zero risk because they offer a 30-day money-back guarantee and you can cancel at any time. But it doesn't stop there, guys. Fabric's got free digital wills, investment accounts to plan your kids' future, and so much more. And it's all right there on your phone, designed by parents for parents. Plus, they've partnered with Gerber Life, trusted by families like yours for over 50 years. So don't wait. Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to protect their families. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/success. That's fabric.com/success. Again, meetfabric.com/success. Seriously, guys, take that step today and put your mind at ease. Your family deserves it.
Junior was standing right next to the coach. Junior was standing right next to the head coach.
Mm-hmm. Like, go ahead, share that ball.
The football, the whole team right there.
Share that football.
So how did it feel, though? Because I'm sure you thought at some point if you were coming back, it'd be because of your football accolades. Like if you were the honorary coach and, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you came back in a capacity that's like, oh, I'm representing the university. Coming back off of something that you built outside of football. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
it makes
because I think most people would think about like, oh, we got a famous alum coming back. It's like somebody who hit the league and, you know, did well and put on for the university, came back, Rodney Harrison, somebody, you know, like that. And they got you coming back. And obviously, like, they, you know, they respected you, your football acumen. Obviously, you were a great player there, but like to come back in the capacity that you were at as the 9-to-5 millionaire and what you've been able to do for the world in terms of teaching people entrepreneurship and real estate and stuff like that. How did it feel compared to, I'm sure you're the visionary, so I'm sure you envisioned yourself doing it, but probably in a different capacity.
I had a speech already prepared 3-4 years in advance. It's still on my phone. And so my talent got me into Western Illinois to play football. But my gift brought me back to point to the guys that's there working in A-Town. So I kind of felt like it was fitting because I was there with guys, my teammates, and all of us had talent to play football 25 years ago. But when the coach came over there to all of the alumni that was there, he came to the one who's still in his gift right now. And he came and grabbed me and said, Jemal, I would love for you to give the speech to the guys before they go out the locker room. He literally was like, I hear you on a podcast. He's a podcast listener.
Hey, man.
Come on. Shout out to Coach.
Yeah, Coach Jay was a podcast listener.
Yeah.
And so he's like, yo, I want you to, he's like, man, do your thing. So he already knew I was walking. He didn't go back to the guys who was playing football and was like, yo, you was All-American here. I need you to, that was 25 years ago. He's like, no, I know what Jemal doing right now. And so, yeah, bro, it's just a God moment to know, to be able, and it's a testament, to go back to, like I said, I can't speak on my gift without speaking on the guys that's right here that help me help me realize my gift. I didn't even know I had a gift of it, and so that's why it's important who you surround yourself with.
I was praying for you.
You said what? You was praying for me? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I will admit though, my brother here, dog, when he do pray,
Come on, it worked.
Oh,
It worked.
no, he really,
Listen,
I done heard CJ.
You know what I'm saying? Come on. I go there.
CJ, we was in a car somewhere one time, and you just snapped right into prayer. Then we going to the hospital. It sure was. It was emergency with my dad.
Oh, yeah,
you went right into, we was looking at properties or something, and then I got a call, and we went to the hospital, and she started praying.
Come on, man.
Brother,
See, they don't tell them stories about me on the pod.
He can't,
You know what I'm saying? Y'all just hear the raunchy stuff.
I just couldn't even, C was like, man, after he prayed, he's like, man, I seen a calmness come over your spirit. I said, bro, I just couldn't believe that you was praying. I'm shocked. I was shocked. Bro, that's what he learned from you. Because he literally, I'm talking about dog. He was just like, hey bro, let's pray right now. And we driving, and he just started praying.
I definitely learned that from the hip hop preacher.
Right. It just felt like he was in the car at that moment.
I
It
told
didn't
you,
feel like CJ was there no more.
We was at Wendy's in the drive-thru. He started praying, and I was like, they was like, can we take your order, please? He was like, Heavenly Father, I'm like, am I supposed to order it right now?
Double.
I told you, I grew up Catholic, bro. We wasn't doing that. You pray before you eat, and you pray before you go to bed, bro. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't just praying on the middle of Martin Luther King Drive. You know what I'm saying? While you talking to somebody. I was driving. He was in the passenger seat. He started praying. I was like, do I need to pull over? I'm not sure. Like,
do I close my eyes?
Let's keep going, bro.
Yeah. Is it fair or foul on the plane that if you're not sitting at the window to ask somebody to close their window?
I've done it before.
Yeah, so I did it the other day. I mean, that's why I don't like saying stuff sometimes, because I'm like, now I want to fight my man.
Right.
Because he said no.
Wow.
Bro, you know how to...
Yeah. It's a lot, bro.
But it was like, he was on the... So you know me, okay, you got two here. He was on that window. On the other, so it was me on the aisle seat, him. And I got his attention. Was like, bro, the light was coming in, blinding me.
Yeah.
I'm talking about blinding, bro. I'm like, yo, and it was just and it was like, you think it's gonna go away. We turn in a minute, bro. It was like 5 minutes, bro. And I was just like this the whole time. I started getting a headache. Y'all know I got an eye disease. I said, excuse me, can you?
What you do?
I said, I got his attention. I said, excuse me, can you? And I was sure, you know how you try to show me you blind? How like you know what I'm saying?
Can't see.
Yeah. My man was like, I said, all right, let me fight. Now I got to fight it. When we get off the plane, I'm whooping it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying,
I got to whip it.
No, I'm just saying,
Ace
bro.
of spades.
Is that fair if technically he do have a window.
He does.
And I don't like the window per se, because I want to have the aisle and have that extra room.
Because you want it all.
That's why I brought it here. Because I do want it all.
You want it all.
I like, man, I want control of the window.
So you got to ask yourself though, is it fair if my man got to get up and go to the washroom and he be like, and then you be like, no, I'm not getting up. Dog.
No, but
I'm not
figure it out.
No,
you're not on your window. I'm not getting up.
But Mom, here go the problem.
I'm petty like that too. I'm petty. I do that.
And you could be, but y'all together. He not even in AC.
No.
He not even in AC.
He was in the next.
He was on the other side.
Oh, yeah, no, he was directly next to it. He was across.
He asked my man to come over there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I thought he was next to
cool.
you.
No, he wasn't sitting next to him. He was sitting next to the next
foul,
dude.
dog. You can't go. That's a different area
So he said no, and I said, take out your ear thing. Because I didn't think he heard me correctly. So he took it out, and I was like, I can't see. Can you put the window down? Now as other people look, noticing. I don't care. I love awkward moments. First of all, that don't bother me at all. So I said, no. Can you put it down? I can't see. And he was like, what? No. And I said, hey, put your light on if you're trying to read. Because he said, I'm trying to read. He's
so cut the light on.
Yeah, I said, bro, put your window down and cut the light on. He was like, no.
Wow.
And I was like,
he was in the dude was in the gated community.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, you ain't even over here. You don't pass HOL.
Yeah. Well, on the man's side.
Yeah. If he sat next to you, that would be fair.
Yeah.
He in another
zone.
Yeah.
But the point is, I'm being impacted and impaired by the light coming in all the way over here. So he was fair for saying
I
no?
would have called I'd have called homegirl though. Flight attendant. Like read for a minute.
First, I did think about saying, look here, little man, I'm 360. I thought about letting him know now. If I want to pull
I'm just saying, I wouldn't let him know.
Yeah.
I'm letting her know.
Yeah, I'm 360. Yeah, listen.
My man 120.
Yeah, I promise you. If that. He got upgraded to first. I saw his name on the list. He wasn't even supposed to be here. Now he's trying to run the window.
Because she could go over there and run the window.
Yeah.
Because really,
she
flight attendant had the same power as the pilot.
Yeah,
They're like an extended version.
Absolutely.
So they got a little authority, you know.
Hey, so you like the athletes that get people kicked out the arena?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, my man just said something.
No,
get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Right.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's do a podcast. So check this out, man. Shout out to Brandon. Yeah, I know everybody was watching the Olympics, you know, a month or two ago, a couple months ago. And it was crazy because he was talking about, I heard Brandon, he did a video, and I told him I was stealing it, but I was like, I give him credit for the first few times. But he did a video, he was talking about Simone Biles. And while he said, yes, while she's the greatest gymnast that ever lived, he said she doesn't necessarily always have the highest execution. And I was like, bruh, I'm watching the Olympics. Yep. She kicking everybody butt. Clearly, she got the highest execution. What he said was, and Brandon is a gymnast, right? So he was a gymnast at University of Michigan. He understands the system. And what he said was, he said, Simone's execution of her routine is not necessarily higher than the other girls' execution of their routine. Her level of difficulty is so much higher. Okay, so let me say it like this. Don't quote me, because I know there's some gymnasts out there. But you're wrong, CJ. I'm just for illustration purposes. Let's say the young lady from Brazil, her routine, if she does it perfect, is a 14 out of 14. If you land every single flip, tumble, perfect, right. The highest score you could possibly get is a 14. Yeah. He says Simone, because of the level of difficulty in her routine, might be a 17.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's life, dog. I already know that's life.
I said, what? I said, Brandon, hold up. He said, so she actually, when she goes to do her routine, let's say Lil Mama from Brazil do 14 out of 14. Flawless execution, don't miss one step. She can get a 14. He said Simone, because hers is out of 17, she could actually afford a few stumbles and still get like a 15-5 out of 17.
Yep.
And so, man, I said, bro, that's most humans.
Yep.
Like, yo, your score is just not a high enough level of difficulty. You just not out of 17. You out of 14. So I was looking and I was like, yo, it's crazy. But what y'all talked about before, it's like, you go to high school, you graduate.
Yep.
You go to college, and you graduate.
Yep.
And you go get a job, and you look around and go, wait a minute.
How did I get here?
This ain't what I thought it was. I'm just going to work, paying bills, and coming home, and that's it. And it don't look like your score is only out of 14. You didn't do anything wrong in your execution.
You got the same routine as everybody else.
You got the same routine as everybody else. And I was like, oh, when I look at our lives and how we've been able to build this, I'm like, yo, our difficulty, up and leaving your gig, doing YouTube at a time when ain't no YouTube, entrepreneurship, when ain't nobody in your family entrepreneurs, stepping out on faith and leaving biology and master's degrees and everything else you knew, more deciding, okay, I'm going to build these other businesses alongside of my 9 to 5.
While they eating donuts and sleeping.
Yeah. And
bruh, I'm just saying. So I looked and I was like, yo, that must be frustrating for the other girls in the competition, women, to have a 14 out of 14 and it's still not.
It's not enough.
And I'm like, yo, you look at humans and it's like, yo, I went to college and got a job.
Got all my certificates.
I got all my certificates. I did everything right. And I look up and it's still people that's way ahead, or it's still people that I'm looking at their life going, how come mine don't look like that? And I was like, yo, that's so deep, Brandon, because our level of difficulty. Now, here's what I love. Yep, don't miss this point. And I want y'all to go ahead and speak on it. But Simone, we can afford to stumble. We didn't have to do everything perfect. Our difficulty level was so high, it didn't matter that we had some flaws along the way. We did. But we still got to where we want to be because it's out of a higher level of difficulty. And I'm just telling you, some of you out there, you've played it too safe.
Played it too safe.
You've played it, and like I said, I wanted y'all to speak to it more, especially you, because you always talk about like output and like going on offense and shooting, right? Like Curry, he the best because technically the 3 is a higher level of difficulty than the 2.
Absolutely. Yeah. And his was
he hit 3 after, right?
Yeah,
right.
Really 4.
You see what I'm saying?
4.
So just imagine, and I'm like, yo, there's nothing wrong with you. You have done everything right. You just ain't raised your level of difficulty enough. You know your score is not out of impossible. Yeah.
When I think about him, I'm like, yo, that is crazy.
Let's get real for a minute, fam. Can you name every single subscription you have? Because I'll be honest, I couldn't. I mean, I felt like every time I turned around, I was getting charged for something else that I completely forgot about. And that's when I knew I needed to check out Rocket Money. Rocket Money has been a game changer. I discovered I was still paying for a subscription that I hadn't used in over a year. And you know what's wild? Most people think that they're only spending about $60 a month on subscriptions, but the real number is actually closer to $300. That extra cash, gone. Just like that. But with Rocket Money, I'm no longer letting money slip through the cracks. Rocket Money is this incredible personal finance app that does all the heavy lifting for you. It finds and cancels all those unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and even helps lower your bills. I'm talking about saving serious money without lifting a finger. Just last month, Rocket Money negotiated one of my bills down by 15%, and I didn't even have to pick up the phone. Here's the best part, guys. You can see all your subscriptions in one place and cancel any that you don't need with just a few taps. And if you've ever gotten hit with one of those sneaky price increases, Rocket Money's got you covered with alerts so you can stay on top of your finances. Rocket Money has already helped over 5 million users save a total of $500 million on unwanted subscriptions and bills. And the average user saves up to $740 a year using all of its features. So stop wasting money on things that you don't use. Go to rocketmoney.com/S2S right now to cancel those unwanted subscriptions and put that money back in your pocket. That's rocketmoney.com/S2S, and that's the number 2. So one more time, for good measure, it's rocketmoney.com/S2S. Take control of your finances and start saving today. All right, S2S fam, let me put y'all up on game real quick, all right? Y'all know we've been in this merch and book game for over 10 years, all right? And let me tell you, Shopify is the secret sauce. When we first started selling, it was a struggle to juggle orders, track inventory, and even handle the payments. It was like trying to juggle flaming torches blindfolded. But then we found Shopify, and it was like someone just turned the lights on. What I love about Shopify is how easy it makes everything. I'm talking about everything from listing new products to tracking orders to that sweet cha-ching sound every single time we make a sale. Now, whether you're just starting out or you've been selling for years, Shopify makes it feel like you've got a whole team behind you. Seriously, it's like having your own personal assistant that works 24/7. No more headaches, no more late night inventory spreadsheets. It's just smooth sailing. Now, let me help you get started on your own journey. Right now, Shopify is giving you an insane deal. Just $1 per month for your first 3 months. All you have to do is go to shopify.com/secret to success. That's spelled all the way out. Secret to success. That's shopify.com/secret to success, all lowercase. If you're ready to upgrade your business and experience the same checkout flow we use, don't sleep on this, y'all. Head over to shopify.com/secret to success and let's hear that cha-ching sound when you get that sale. Once again, that's shopify.com/secret to success. Let's get your business popping.
But his level of difficulty actually puts him in a position that is just up to him in order to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that because when you're shooting a 4-point, the defense hasn't even been taught how to
play
against a 4-point.
They never seen
Like,
it.
you don't know how to play against a 4-point.
Yeah.
And you actually don't want to play against a 4-point because the chances of somebody hitting a 4-point is slim. So it's like, I got a better chance of just letting my man shoot the 4-point and him not getting around me.
Yeah.
And me looking like I missed an assignment. So you're taught, do me a favor. If he gonna shoot the 4-point, let my man shoot the 4-point.
Yep.
Like, let's not mess our resources up on the 4-point. We only got 5 defenders.
Yep.
So he fake a 4-point and he get around you.
Right.
Or he fake a 4-point and everybody going to try to stop him from this 4-point and he toss it over and pass and give it to my man who make a crazy little behind the back, that's like a little against the board shot. So it's like, do me a favor. The probability of he hitting that is so slim.
Yep.
Don't even defend that. Like, don't even worry about that. Because most times people don't even defend the 3.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's more if somebody coming in the hole, we go. And so it's like he's giving himself an advantage, meaning by making it that difficult, there is no real defense for that. So now you done put yourself in a position, which, Maul, I'm going to be real with you, bruh. These are intangibles that people don't know. I feel like, Maul, one of the first things you have to do to be financially successful that people don't ever mention is you have to be hyper responsible. Like, you never hear nobody talk about money and responsibility. But the reason why it's so crucial is because the least responsible you are, the more you're relying on somebody else to cash you out. And now it's not in your hands no more. So people don't ever talk about that, but it's like, if you work somewhere and it's like you make anywhere from 30,000 to maybe 200,000, those ranges, especially when you start getting to 100, 150, 200, those are some nice, like, you could change your lifestyle with that. But the problem with that is somebody else has control of your lifestyle. You feel me? Because you're making 100 and something. So you probably a doctor, you probably a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you are, you working for somebody and you killing it, but you're working for somebody at the $150,000, whatever. You don't own the business at 150. So your level of money is higher than your level of responsibility. You feel me? And so when you look at Steph, do you understand? He had to take responsibility to shoot a 4-pointer. No coach is coaching you into a 4-point. Right. No coach is sitting you down going, all right, here go.
Right.
Part of our scheme is
you're going to shoot the 3 and get fouled.
You're going to, and you're going to be all the way, you're going to be at the logo. No, listen to me very closely. No coach has put his job on the line to say, a part of our offensive scheme is, there go the logo. Your job is to go shoot from the logo. No, that's a personal commitment he made.
Yeah.
Y'all missing what I'm saying.
No, that's good.
I'm saying
it's against the grain of everything. Yeah.
But I'm taking the responsibility to start practice, which also means what? You're practicing by yourself.
Yep.
Because coach cannot he cannot have you
just think about, like, for somebody listening, I want you to be the coach for 1 second and watch him come down the floor after y'all did all y'all game strategy and pull up from the logo and miss.
And what that has, and as a coach, you have to be able to tell the GM, now listen to me. When we did our practicing, he was not, at no point were the players shooting from the logo. That has nothing to do with me. But what he does is he comes in the morning before we practice, and he practicing those 4-point shots, coach, GM. So they don't have nothing to do with me. I did not do that. After we finished doing everything we did, he decided to go in the locker room, come out the locker room, and from right there,
try it from there.
Shoot from right there. That had nothing to do with it.
That's
from
good.
The tunnel.
Yeah, that's
shooting
good.
from the tunnel.
Yeah.
Just between us, I did not co-sign that. There's no part of validation that I gave him on that, and I highly recommended that he stopped doing that. But it was his time.
Yeah.
So in the morning, he could do whatever he want to do. After we finish, he's free. So I just need people to understand, when you go, I want to make 6 figures. I want to make 7 figures. Whatever figures you say you want to make, you have to understand that the only way you can guarantee that is higher revenue, higher responsibility.
Yep.
At whatever point you don't want to be that responsible, you can't ask for your revenue to be that high. You feel what I'm saying? And so I just want to make sure before you go, Ma, I just wanted people to see you cannot do the regular 4-year degree, college degree. You know what that is? This what time we going to be at practice.
Yeah.
This what time everybody needs to be at practice.
Yeah,
and
sure.
this is what time.
That's the starting point. That's just the bare minimum.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it is and it's not.
But don't you think most people look at that like the end? Like graduation is the end.
That's it. It's over.
That's what I was telling Boog about the clothes.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, like, here's the problem. Sometimes we're so intimate with our process that it's like, imagine, this is the way I was saying it. Like, you got a clothing line, right? Your clothing line comes out, or you get the clothing line all the way up. But you've been there since the drawings.
Yeah.
You've been there since the thought of it.
Yeah.
You've been working on it for years. You're doing all of the background work, the sizing, you're doing the orders, you're doing all of this, and it finally get there and you finally release it and you put it out to the world and you go, whoo, I'm done.
Yeah.
And what I was saying was, that's like having a baby in your wife's stomach for 9 months and her pushing it out on day 1 and the baby sitting there crying and you go, I'm done.
We did it. Exactly.
I was
We did it. That's when it starts.
That's actually the
That's
beginning.
the starting point.
But if you look at it as if you're done and now you have to raise the baby and you're going, what do you mean I gotta burp it, feed it? I gotta change the diapers? Like this ain't, I can't sleep at night? But most of you are failing because you look at it as when you put something out for the first time, you go, whoo, you take that sigh of relief and go, why isn't everybody just taking care of it for me?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the time to lock in. So when we left Michigan State and quit our jobs, that wasn't the, whoo, that was the, okay, we got a baby now.
Yeah.
We got to take care of this thing and raise it.
Yeah.
We've been together next year, make 20 years. 20 years. I'm like, dog, do you know how long, we still taking care of this kid.
Taking care of the kid.
I promise you. Through the
Still
good, the
taking
bad,
care
the we still got to take care of it. And I'm like, yo, people have this, like you said, this finality thing of, I graduated, right? But isn't that how we were taught? It's like, yo, I went to school for 12 years. I graduated, went to Michigan State, got a 4-year degree, got a doggone master's degree.
But you know what, though? I blame
Got a PhD.
I blame the system. Because the
that's
system,
where my
they
mind
give
is.
you the cap, the gown,
like,
they
that's
give you
a
the
big
certificate,
thing.
and then they hand it to you.
Television.
No, that's
What
real.
up? What hangs underwear? What-
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, that barbecue.
Come on.
Yeah, I blame the
tablet,
system.
brother.
Yeah,
The
no,
tablet.
I was just trying to
But they
think that
give you,
through.
they give you a certificate.
Yeah.
Then what your parents do at the ceremony.
Oh, bro.
You made it, man.
It's a whole celebration.
They be a little grammar school graduate.
Yeah.
You did it, June
Yeah.
Bug. You
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
Bro. You ain't
What
did
did you do?
You ain't did nothing, dog.
You accomplished this
that
level.
part. That's
Yes,
it.
This level.
That's all you did.
But that part just got you to the front door.
That's it. Ma, can you imagine? Now, I'm not gonna speak to this as I understand it. I don't. I was visible, right? So C gave a phenomenal illustration. I was visible twice. I swear, whatever Dee did, that's the most pain I'd ever seen her in my life. I'd never seen her struggle like that for that long of a time frame, right? From maybe, I don't know, maybe 8 months or something, can't walk up the stairs, can't breathe, can't eat what she want to eat, just uncomfortable, just not herself. Looks like hormonal, some things was happening.
Yeah.
Bruh, I seen her deliver that baby, and y'all better listen to this, and have seconds to be and feel relieved. Bruh, if I went through something like that, that's why I say women be dogging us out when we get sick. Because if I went through something like that to have a child, I'm gonna need a week or two.
Hey, man, I went through something like that. That Metamucil.
Yeah, he did.
I was on the side of the road in Texas. Like, see. No, but the relief.
Yeah, but I'm saying, the relief, like, give me the relief. But imagine, to C's point, if we saw it that way, whereas you have the child, And immediately,
My job here is done.
Bruh.
you got to they
gotta
don't
nurse
give you no
the
rest.
baby.
Bruh, they cut
Immediately.
and immediately you holding the child. But
The
here's
work really start.
The work really starts.
And here's the deep part, though. If you do it the way they do it and the way God designed it, immediately when you hold a child, the Bible says, and the mother forgets all the pain that they've gone through.
Your dad clowned me so bad. Same thing.
Yeah.
When Tamisha had Jordan, bro, I was like, oh, never again, bro.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Your dad just looked at me and laughed. I was like, what you laughing at? He's like, it's called amnesia. You'll get it in a minute.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, you will forget the joy that
You'll
you will
forget
have
it.
with this child. None
You'll
of that.
forget
You will
it.
forget all that,
And
bro.
so I'm saying, if we could actually, the biblical construct that God, if we could actually get that in our business and go, and this is what I told Bug. I said, here's how you got to see it. You got 10 parts. You did 3. The 7 others don't have nothing to do with the 3, meaning that maybe they build off of each other, but you can't get phase 8 done because you did phase 2. Like phase 8 ain't gonna happen because phase 2. Now, phase 8 would never happen if phase 2 would never happen.
Right.
But you can't put all your egg on phase 2.
Yeah.
And so I think for a lot of us, it is the responsibility of knowing I gotta have it and that just make us cash out.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm done. Like if I have to do all of that for that, then I'm done.
And then the real work start.
I'm done. And I want to say, yo, I'm done with you. The only reason I do it is not because I'm not human. The only reason I do it is because, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, y'all, and I say this because this has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. And I think this makes me a great speaker and a great, not a manager, I'm not a great manager, but visionary. Like, bruh, not just for myself, but when I tell you, like Harriet, I've tasted freedom. Bruh, do you know there have been days where it's like, yo, I could have easily let people go. And the reason why I didn't let them go was like, yo, and maybe they were equipped. I don't know. It's just me, how I felt. I don't want you to have to go back to that system. I don't want you to have to go back to 8 to 5. You got to get up at 7 and be out the crib. The kids don't see you. You leave the job at 5:15, but the traffic is about 45 minutes to an hour. You don't get back to the crib to 6 something, and then they go to bed at 8:30.
And you bring stress home from
Bruh,
the job.
so I was gonna say me and my family, but it's not that. Bruh, when I tell you the reason why I do it is when I see Jada able to get up whenever Jada want to get up. Jada is literally working on her licensing, but you got to understand something. That's what she wants to do. When Jada gets to go up and go to the beach, when Jalen gets to ride his bike up and down Venice Beach, Santa Monica, you know what I'm saying? When Didi gets to get up when she wants to get up, Didi gets to go up and do the church work, whatever. Like, bruh, I'll do anything for you. Yeah. But I'll do anything not to have to go back to something I don't want to do. So it's like, yo, I got 2 hards. The hard where it's hard and I'm not sure if my family's going to eat, or the hard where to whatever extent God gives me freedom and independence, bruh, I'm willing to do that, bruh. So it's like, yo, give me all the responsibility. I take it all. Give me all of it. Because if he's responsible, I already know how he going to treat me and what he going to do. It's historic. I've seen family members die because of going to this job or get killed at this job. And Ma, I promise you, Ma, they will straighten the area up as soon as you walked out your office. They will straighten that area up. I don't care what it is.
No, not the police department. They had it straightened up before I actually left. I walked in there, was another man. He had his family picture where my family picture was at. He put my stuff in a box, bruh. My man put my stuff in a box.
For you.
For me. And so the box was waiting for me at the door when I
evicted.
walked into my office.
Ma.
So it ain't once you leave.
Yeah.
It's before you
Before
leave.
you leave,
They
bro.
already had my man train. Bro,
I
on
can't
my
do
off
it.
days, they trained my man on the job
Wow.
before I even left the piece, dog.
He was on your off day. I'll do anything, but I can't.
Wow.
And no,
I won't
he
do
said,
that.
but I can't do that.
I
And
won't do that.
I cannot, bruh. I cannot. I've never been, to that level incarcerated. And I've been behind bars, but I've never been that level of incarceration. Ma, I'm telling you, the part that I experienced, bruh, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me. And it's the truth. I do have, she has seen me jump out on the police and do things like that. But I promise you, Ma, I have not done it to the extent that I would be taken back.
Yeah.
I got it's a governor. It's a governor, Ma. I jumped out on the police. We going, but once he feel like he got to pull a gun out or he gotta, I'm like, once I see him, like either he gonna back up.
You know what? I was speeding.
Either he gonna back up, Ma, and get
Matching
off
your
of me,
energy.
or he gonna match my energy.
Yeah.
And once he start matching my energy,
It's like, I was just playing.
Ma,
You know what? I ain't that crazy.
Ma, I'm not going back behind the bars.
Yeah.
I'm not getting back in the, bro, people don't understand.
But that would be kind of dope though, because you could get like your Martin Luther King moment.
Bruh,
what I'm
that
saying?
ain't
You write a
Martin
little
Luther King.
letter from prison.
Yeah, that ain't
Be
no
like, yo,
Martin
ET
King.
got locked
So
up.
you weren't talking about symbolic. You actually been behind bars?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm just not hearing it. So,
Yeah.
Nah, you know
Ma,
he was stealing from the mall.
Kid, yeah.
I never got caught for
Yeah,
that,
but his
though.
mama, I thought his mama.
Yeah, I didn't get caught for
Intervene.
that. But watch this. No. Watch this. The heart, bro, this is
He
different.
got caught stealing from another mall.
Yeah, people don't know this. Well, I was in the car with my boy, he had crack. And he had took the car from the crack addict.
Okay.
Let me tell you, Ma, hardest thing is, and people don't like really know this is difficult, bro. When they put you in handcuffs, Ma, bruh, that hurt, Ma.
Yeah.
That hurt, bruh. When you're driving to the police station with your hands behind your back, bruh, and you not comfortable,
Yeah.
like, bruh, it's not like it's neat. When your arms are behind your back for more than 30 seconds, bruh,
Yeah.
that stuff hurts, bruh. And when they put you in cuffs, it's not what you see on TV. Like, it ain't nice.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't, put your hands behind your back.
Right.
Soon as they get us out the car, they thinking we could possibly run.
Yeah.
So they snatching you. I'm like, bro, when you get behind bars, bro, the conversations that those people are, like, what the people that are actually
Come on, I'm here
in
for
there.
ET prison stories. Come on.
I'm hearing the other side.
Yeah, come on.
And it's crazy because he like, when they put cuffs on you,
Yeah, you-
and the first
I
thing in my
didn't
mind,
want
I'm
to-
picturing me
Yeah,
cuffs
yeah.
on somebody. I'm like,
Absolutely.
ah.
So I'm just saying, Ma, like,
Right.
that was an experience where I was like, yo, I don't ever want to do this again.
Yeah.
Like, I never want to go through this experience. Bro, when I got
I
out,
think worse than anything though is knowing that you're not at all in control
you
of your
not.
own stuff.
That's why I said you got your arms behind your
Yeah,
back.
that's what's killing
That's the
me.
first
Get them
symbol
on.
of
Yeah.
us taking away your
That's
freedom.
it. That's it.
And it's
bro.
the
It's the first. It's
I
meant
can't
to.
even have my
it's meant
hands?
to do
Yeah.
that though.
Yeah, that's
That's what it's meant to do.
Yeah.
It's literally meant to introduce you to getting your freedom taken
Yeah,
away.
this is what it feel like, bro.
Wow.
And so for me, I'm not trying to be funny, but there are certain things in my brain where people be like, "Oh, you this, you that." I'm like, I am, but not to the extent that I want to lose my freedom.
Yeah.
You feel, bro? I don't know if you know, but homegirl told me 360. I was at Detroit, and she was like, "Oh, you got." Didi wanted to go to the bathroom. She always wanted to use the bathroom up there, so we just do it
In
real
the
quick.
Sky Lounge?
Yeah. So we just do it real quick and get out.
That's the nicer bathroom.
Yeah, that's a really one. But you got to go upstairs, Ma. So I was just
Detroit?
sitting there. Yeah, I was sitting there just talking to her.
Yeah.
She was like, "You 360?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You almost a 2 million miler." I was like, "Yeah." I was with y'all when it was Northwest. I was like, I ain't even get my miles. When y'all merged together, like I ain't even do my miles during that process. And she was like, she said something to me. She's like, "Yeah, if you got almost 2 million miles, you understand what 360 means?" And I was like, "Not really." She's like, "Yeah, it means you didn't get into it with no time you've ever flown. You got into it with an airline stewardess or a pilot.
Right, you ain't got no
or you did
negative.
something." She's like, "It means your record is clean." She's like, "You see how many times you flew?"
Credit score.
It's a credit score. She said, "You see how many times you've flown and you ain't never gotten into it?" She's like, "You think it's celebrity." She said, "I'll name you celebrities that don't have it. And I'll name you celebrities that don't have it because
Well, I
they
can
be
name you
going on."
a non-celebrity who does have it.
Yeah. but she was trying to say that. She's like, it's not what you think. It's
Yeah.
not celebrity status. She's like,
Crazy.
that's not how they make their decision.
I know that for a fact because I got friends who are celebrities that don't have it.
Yeah.
And I be messing with them all the
Yeah.
time and got more miles.
You feel me?
Wow.
So when
Straight
she
up.
said that part,
I got a homie who is a celebrity. He's been over 1 million miles.
Yeah.
Fly way more than I do.
Yeah.
Spend more money, everything, and not 360.
Yeah. So I'm saying we have to be careful, and understand it's like, yo, and not against you can lose your freedom. It's like we have to understand the power of responsibility.
Yeah.
I don't think we understand that. Like as humans, we trying to get away from responsibility.
Right.
Bruh, the further you get away from responsibility, the further you get away from your freedom.
Yep.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.